Frugivore, welcome back to the Frugivore Diet channel. So I actually filmed this video before I saw your comments, your responses to my last video. So I'm just going to quickly address a few of your comments and just round this whole thing up as quickly as possible for obvious reasons. But I really wanted to say thank you for all the support and like really valuable advice in the comment section of my last video about the stalking. You know, it's really been an eye-opener for me, and I just wanted to answer a few of your comments before I move on. So for those saying, why did you talk to him after he entered? Like, I know it seems crazy. I know it would seem crazy to do that, but this comment here pretty much sums it up for me, okay? Just pause the screen and read it, and I'm going to keep talking, but I'll just read a little bit of it first. It's extremely clear that you've tried to move on. I've never heard you mention him or even reference a situation with him in any of your videos for the past several years, and that is true. He talks about you weekly, if not daily. People who don't understand why you talk to him have never dealt with a stalker. Sometimes you try to wind them down by talking to them. That's right. And this is what I tried to do with him. From the beginning, after I broke it off with Harley, I have been on and off trying to manage his erratic state. And I basically thought I could convince him to calm down and move on by talking to him, and being his friend, even after him trespassing. We weren't on friendly terms before that, and that's not because I didn't want to be friends. It's because he's just continually making these videos slandering me. So, why would I want to be friends with him, basically? So, and this was real trespassing, by the way. He came through 2 big gates and 2 signs saying, private property, do not enter. But, when he started crying, I just got triggered. I think I just got sad, as I'm an empathetic person, and I thought of his kind side. And, so it's just instantly I felt sorry for him. But I really should have known better. Looking back, I really should have known better. And after reading your comments about it being a manipulation tactic from narcissists, and even now thinking back to what he said at the time of the conversation with myself and Robin, Robin and I actually commented on this. He said that steroids make you very, very shifty. And we basically shouldn't trust a person on steroids, which was very ironic because he was trying to get me to trust him or to see him in a positive light. But at the same time, he's saying, hey, I'm very, very shifty. But, I stupidly, still gave him a chance after that because I thought, well, he hasn't stopped harassing me after 6 years at this point. So maybe trying to talk him around might work. But yeah, in hindsight, I can see that was a big mistake, but I had to prove it to myself. You know what I mean? I had to prove it to myself that I'd tried everything. Unfortunately, after his recent defamation video, after we're meant to be friends, mind you, I now realize he cannot control himself. There's no helping him. I cannot help him anymore. I cannot have any contact with him, and in future I will have to involve the police. And we're contemplating even now. So yeah, hopefully you can get why I spoke to him. But yeah, it was not the right thing to do, but I still had to prove it to myself that I tried, And for those asking, why did you give him your address? How did he get your address? These kind of comments blow me away. Of course I did not give him my address. I actually did my best to keep it private. Been trying to do that for many years, and maybe the challenge of him finding me excited him or something, right? You have to remember, he is the one stalking me, stalking us, and that's what stalkers do. They find where you are. If you really want to find where someone is, it's not going to be that hard for you, if you're obsessed. And yeah, I was horrified to see him randomly turn up, but not 100% shocked. I even told a neighbor years before to please not share my address with a man of his description who is my ex-boyfriend if he comes past. And she said, which she will confirm, I'm sure, he will find you anyway, don't you? And that's the reason I said something, because I had this feeling. And I think she also had experience of stalkers. So yeah, that's I definitely did not give my address. And one thing I've learned after dealing with a narcissist is that when the narcissist can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. And that's what he is doing now by slandering me. I mean, he's been doing this for years and years, but when I broke up with him, that is what he did to try to control me still, by controlling how others see me and, trying to bait me into replying, to still control me, to, get me to reply. And that's what I've been putting up for 6 years now. And until he gets help, I'm sure it will continue. And he makes his lies bigger and more dramatic to bait me to reply. But I know ignoring is really the only approach with him. I've proven that to myself now. But as a viewer, please recognize his tactics when he speaks. Don't let him fool you. When you recognize his tactics of, like, you can see this one about this comment here pretty much sums it up as well. I'm a good guy. I'm just trying to help. I'm the good guy, right? And this individual, Sammy, says, the way you talk about Robin is so disgusting. You stay trying to make it seem like you like him or he's a good guy by your account. But it's so obvious to anyone who can read energy or pick up on subtitles that you despise him. You're constantly putting him down low-key, making him seem like this insignificant fanboy that has, in your words, no money, bringing up the fact that he's an immigrant with a questionable visa, etc. All of this is untrue. This is actual bullshit. So please, just remember that. This is just manipulation and slander. Dude, those that can see right through your I'm a good guy just trying to help act you play. You don't like Robin, just be real. You try to disparage him any chance you get, and you're extremely passive-aggressive when it comes to him. It's gross. And this individual has him worked out. This, I'm the good guy. Just trying to help. I'm a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Please keep that in mind. And he's in damage control now and will try to shift the focus from his illegal trespassing on my property. And it was extremely, obvious that we did not want any guests, especially him. 2 gates, 2 big gates with 2 signs, but he came through them. But anyway, he's in damage control. He'll be gossiping, making up stories because he wants to try to shift the focus of him trespassing and stalking. But those of you who have been paying attention will see who has made countless videos about who over the years, and until now, who has stayed silent through 6 years of bullying, harassment, and stalking. So the proof is out there. You can see it for yourself if you really pay attention. So we are installing more cameras and we will involve the police if we have to. Thank you for all your support and your advice. It has been really, really valuable. All right, so I'm going to move on from this, and I just wanted to round that up, and let's get into today's video. Just wanted to pop in, say hi, show you my bangs. Mum convinced me to get some bangs. And it's just a haircut, so it's not a big deal, but I quite like them. Today's video, we are going to do a what I eat in a day as a model. We're going to review models, what they eat in a day on TikTok. So let me know in the comments below what you think of what they eat, and I would love to hear that. And I'm also using this shitty microphone at the moment because the other one is just driving me crazy. When things are just difficult and you're like, no, I just want it to be easy. So hopefully the sound is okay. And the lighting here is a little bit strange, but it's okay. All right, let's get into it. What models eat in a day? All right. Is it good? We will see. Okay, so for a start, we're going to look at this video, Foods I Eat and Foods I Avoid as a Model. And this is uploaded from Ken's Lauren. Let's check it out.
Foods I eat and
2.8 million views. So Foods I Eat and Foods I Avoid as a Model. Okay.
foods that I avoid as a model.
In some situations, I don't have a choice, like backstage at the runway.
In some situations, I don't have a choice. You always have a choice what you put in your mouth. Unless someone is holding a gun to your head and saying, hey, you better eat this piece of pizza or I'm going to kill you. Obviously, you have a choice. It's your hand, and your hand is going to that food, and your hand is bringing that food to your mouth. So not taking responsibility for eating absolute crap like this in the moment is pretty basic. Yeah, it's pretty low standards. So she always has a choice, and she made a bad choice, very bad choice here, it looks like. Just got the processed pizza. I'm sure this is bovine, solidified bovine secretion, cheese, and yeah. Ugh.
Show or on a flight. But generally, I try to avoid dairy and I'll opt in for almond milk or coconut milk.
Oh, that's great. So she tries to avoid dairy. So she's still having it, and she still says here, I limit dairy but eat yogurt and cheese on occasion. Just do coconut all the way, like coconut yogurt, coconut milk. It's great, right? And coconut yogurt is very available, especially where she probably lives. She's probably in LA or something like that. She can definitely get it. And plant-based cheeses are just definitely on the rise. They are everywhere. I mean, but do you even have to eat that stuff? Honestly, it's just like solidified oil, this cheese, and, but look, there is no excuse to bring baby cows and mama cow into the equation when you're eating. There's no reason. There's no need. You don't want to limit cruelty. You want to get it completely out of your diet.
And occasionally yogurt. I never drink soda or processed food or fast food.
Huh? You were just eating. I never eat soda, or drink soda. That's great because it just dissolves your teeth. The carbonic acid is a shocker. But she said, I never eat processed foods or junk food. You literally were eating it right here at the start of your video. You're having absolute processed junk food. That's a very strange thing. I don't know. Oh, and now she's here having processed wartime bread. She's having the famine food on the bottom here, and this looks like prosciutto. My first partner, actually, his mum, them being Croatian, like she actually made a lot of, she prepared a lot of this prosciutto, which was just in the cellar and stuff. It's just shocking, so salty and just bad for you, right? A lot of fat on here as well, fat rippled out throughout. Animal fat is not meant to be going in your body.
I usually have avocado toast and I'll switch between prosciutto or salmon.
So she eats the flesh of innocent salmon as well. Good luck with that, with the parasites and everything. It's just not the way to eat, obviously, as a human frugivore who should be having a fruit-based diet. She's got some pills here. Acne. Honestly, completely get the cow secretion out of your diet and watch your skin start to heal. Obviously, having animal flesh is not ideal, but the dairy is terrible for acne. I highly recommend getting it out for that reason alone.
I also need coffee in the morning.
There you go, folks. I also need it. I cannot live without it. I cannot function, basically. She's saying she needs it no matter what, coffee. Because her diet is deficient, right? It's obvious. Her diet is deficient, so she needs drugs to start her day. Okay, so I'm not a model, as you know, but I can do some awkward posing too. And here I am in my $2 St. Vinny jeans and my homemade top that I sewed myself. But what I want to show you here is that I have healthy hair, skin, I've got a healthy weight. I've been at it on this fruit-based diet for a long time. And some people would say that my body is similar to these girls. And I am 42 soon. So I'm, the proof is in the banana pudding. I'm showing the results after 15 years or something on this lifestyle, and it works. And my books have all the secrets, the recipes, the meal planner, food pyramid, heaps of photos, everything you ever need to succeed on this diet and lifestyle. Put a lot of work into them, so I recommend that you check them out, and a link to the ebooks is in the description below, and you can get the physical books on Amazon if you want, but the ebooks you can get instantly and change your life today, right?
If I get bored of avocado toast, I'll have a scramble with veggies and meat.
A scramble with veggies and meat. Okay, this is starting to look low carb here. It's definitely looking like higher protein, low carb. Like, where is is there any rice in there? It sounds like she just said veggies and meat. So veggies are very low in carbs, but obviously vegetable matter is good, but you need to eat a lot more than that to get enough carbohydrates, and just coupling it with animal flesh is obviously not beneficial to your health and your energy.
Generally, I like to eat lots of veggies.
Okay, so here we go. You can see this is looking very low carb, really. Vegetable, yes, but remember, you got to get in if you want to do a cooked plant-based you know, if you want to be cooked and also healthy, you got to get in a lot of potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, those sort of things in order to meet your carb content. Obviously, a lot of fruit is what I recommend, but you know, if you want to focus on cooked.
Veggies and lean protein.
Okay, so there again, where is the carbohydrates? Where are the carbs? Ken's Lauren, where are the carbs?
I also drink a lot of black coffee, juice.
I also drink a lot of black coffee. This is on her basically what she recommends. I mean, I wouldn't be really too proud of having that as like, you know, people don't even think it's bad to drink a lot of black coffee. It's like saying, I also take a lot of drugs, you know, and thinking it's totally normal. But the sad thing is, it is the most widely used drug, psychoactive stimulant on the planet.
Water with fruit or coconut water.
I'm glad she has coconut water. I'm glad she has some juice.
A lot of people ask me if I count my calories. I don't. I think that sounds miserable.
What is that, sister? This is part of the reason you got a problem, because you don't count your calories and you don't eat the right calories. And let me be specific here. Okay. So what I recommend is that you do count your calories, but only to make sure you eat enough and enough fruit. And I'm not recommending she packs herself with pizza and everything like that to meet her calorie needs. No, I mean fruit-based, because you are a frugivore and you need fruit, right? So I do recommend counting calories, or else this happens. People just end up binging out. They're not meeting their biological needs and they eat rubbish. And they exploit animals when they don't have to.
I think that sounds miserable.
Balance is key. You know, when people put balance is key, they really have no idea about optimal human nutrition. It's just, what does that mean? It's something basically that I think Abby Sharp has popularized, right? Balance is key. Means nothing.
It's key. I recommend taking a food sensitivity test to eat what's right for your body.
Food sensitivity test. You don't have to do that. Just learn about your body and how it's a fruit-based body. And then, hey, presto, you're getting great results. And wow, this is a bit of a shocker, right? Anyway, so that's a shame that she's putting this up. It's not the way to eat. Please don't follow this advice. So I'm going to leave the video here for today. I'm going to check out more of these videos though, so let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of these What I Eat in a Day as models, because they are influencing a lot of young women, right, with their recommendations, and they're helping shape the world in a certain direction, and it's unfortunately not a good direction for most of what I see, right? It's not a good direction, so it needs to be corrected. So if you want to see more of these videos, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to go fruit yourself.